Hello, everyone, and good morning. Today is Sunday, July 6th, 2025 at 10:36. And today we have our day one outlook to look at today. So, today's day one outlook, we have a slight risk that is for parts of Nebraska, Wyoming, parts of South Dakota, Kansas, Colorado, parts of Nebraska, and a little bit of Wyoming. I messed up my states. So, those states are under a slight risk. We also have a marginal risk that extends from Wyoming through a little bit of South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and New Mexico. We also do have another marginal risk that is for a small bit of South Carolina, but mostly North Carolina. As of Tropical Storm Chantel is supposed to move on shore this morning, I think. We have another marginal risk here for parts of Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. And we have another one up here for Maine. So we do have the state of Maine under a marginal. Almost the entire state, actually. So, we have Greeley, Cheyenne, Garden City, Dodge City, and North Platte under a slight, and Detroit, Denver, Colorado Springs, Wichita, and Toledo under a marginal. So, let's go ahead and deep dive and see what we've got for today's risks. Today we have a 2% tornado risk that is for parts of Kansas, parts of Kansas, Nebraska, parts of Colorado, and a teeny tiny bit of Wyoming has a 2% tornado risk. We also have a 5% that is mostly for North Carolina, but a teeny bit of South Carolina does have a 2% as well. So, Fayetteville, Wilmington, Greenville, Jacksonville, and Wilson are under the 2%. Good job, SPC. You didn't even list any cities out here in the central U.S. Good job for that. But anyway, so for the tornado risk today, if you have a 2% tornado risk, you could see a brief EF0 tornado today, so please be mindful that could be possible depending on where you are today. Going into the day one wind risk, we've got a 15% hatched for areas in Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado. Yep, those are the three states. And then we have a 15% normal extending from a little bit of Wyoming through Colorado and Kansas. And just a teeny tiny little bit of Oklahoma does have that as well. We also have the 5% that extends from New Mexico through Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, and South Dakota do have a 5%. We also have 5% over here in parts of Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. We do not have a 5% for anywhere in North Carolina or even South Carolina. And we do have a 5% for areas up in Maine. So we do have those areas under a 5% as well. So we have North Platte, Sterling, and Lexington under the significant severe. We have Greeley, Cheyenne, Garden City, Dodge City, and North Platte under the 15%. And Detroit, Denver, Colorado Springs, Wichita, and Toledo under the 5%. So for the 15% hatched area, we could see we could see 60 to 80 miles per hour wind gusts possible, so please be mindful that could be possible. 15% normal, we could see 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts possible. And for the 5%, we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible, so please be mindful depending on where you are. You may have a hail risk for today. Going into the hail threat for today, we have a 15% hatched area in parts of Nebraska and Colorado and just a small part of Kansas. We also have a 15% normal for parts of Colorado and Kansas. We also and a teeny tiny bit of Wyoming too have a 15% normal. We have a 5% extending from New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, and parts of South Dakota having a 5%. And that's it. So, we do have those areas under a 15 or 5%. So, we have North Platte, Scottsbluff, Sterling, Fort Morgan, and Torrington under the 15% hatch. We have Greeley, Cheyenne, Garden City, North Platte, and Evans under the 15% normal. 15% hatch is also known as the significant severe. And we have Denver, Colorado Springs, Wichita, Aurora, and Amarillo having the 5%. So if you do happen to be having a 15% hatched area, we could see 1 to 3.5 inch diameter hail possible. For the 15% normal, we could see 1 to 3 inch diameter hail possible. And for the 5%, we could see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail possible. So please be mindful, that could be possible depending on where you are today. Oh, whoa. Where's this? Is that all the summary there is? No? There we go. I was just gonna say what's happening. Okay. So, summary for today says scattered storms capable of producing severe wind gusts and large hail are expected along the central high plains. A few instances of 2+ inch diameter hail and significant severe gusts are possible. So there you have it. I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. Alright, there you have it. There's the day one outlook. So there you have it. I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe today. I most likely will be busy this afternoon, so I will not be able to do the day 2 outlook. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, and stay tuned for Johnny Thunder, EAS, and Weather's take of the day 2 outlook, as I'm sure he'll be doing that later today. But anyway, there you have it. I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe. In the meantime, take care.